be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. Won by the San Antonio Spurs. To Aldridge. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Millsap. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this. He will be one of the future centers in the game.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Pretty fortunate to get that kind of a good look with the shot clock winding down.
Spurs in possession. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Murray with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Millsap. And scores. Strong take.
Did you see that change of direction?
DeMar DeRozan. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jamal Murray, guarded by Derek White. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Short jumper misses. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Jokic, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Short jumper won't go down. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. LaMarcus Aldridge with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority. Trying to space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Barton lobs it up. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs. To Aldridge. Not done yet. LaMarcus Aldridge. Missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Right now, San Antonio's possession.
Hey, box out.
Shot from in close, no good. Barton. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Denver.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. Mason Plumlee. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Right. You got the mismatch.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Rudy Gay at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. Nuggets have the possession. Monte Morris against Pirtle. His first effort off the mark. Mills in possession. Leads 4. To Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gay. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Spurs have the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Denver with 4 to shoot. Jokic. Tough shot. He hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Mills. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, defended by Jakob Poeltl. Picked up by the Spurs.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's Denver's ball. Whoa, what a finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Patty Mills. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
I got him.
To Jokic.
Here we go. You got him.
No good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Short jumper off the mark. Oh, follows and finishes.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Jamal Murray against the Australian. Has a look. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
Ed, it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. To Patty Mills. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Has a chance. Mills with a shot that won't go. Murray with it. Down 4. Gary Harris against Patty Mills. To Millsap. Fires the 3. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. To Millsap. Barton to Millsap. Barton. Beyond the arc for 3. Good contest. Barton misses. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jamal Murray at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 89%. And gets both to drop at the line. San Antonio ball. To Aldridge. Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Murray into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. A fundamental shot right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
able to convert inside. Deep three at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That's it for the first half. The Spurs have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Spurs are in a tight battle after 2 quarters, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Nuggets are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Rebounds.
Never give up on the play. That's what every coach tells you all the way back to grade school. And that's what we're seeing here tonight with the effort on the boards.
Player of the half.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the 3rd quarter. Murray with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Jakob Poeltl rejects it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Poeltl. Nikola Jokic matched up with Aldridge. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Murray into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
The drive, right to the basket. Murray with it, down by 1. DeMar DeRozan, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Aldridge. Trying to cash in, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. His guys down 3.
I got something for him.
Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray, guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. The screen sets him up for two.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
DeRozan. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Won't go either. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeMar DeRozan. He's now 4 for 6.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. DeRozan for three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Murray with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. Jokic matched up with Aldridge. They get it down to Millsap. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Spurs have it to DeRozan. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Millsap. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's 5 for 10 shooting. What's now a 4-point game.
So we ask that all smoking take place in the designated areas located outside of the arena. Thank you for your cooperation.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
San Antonio.
DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Barton, guarded by Jakob Poeltl. They'll work it down to Millsap. Nice pass to get things going.
Cross, let's see more of that.
Spurs in possession to DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. To Will Barton. Had a good look there, but it's no good. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Spurs have the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To DeRozan. Jumper's good.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Millsap. Millsap shot, no good. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jokic. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Malik Beasley, guarded by Bellinelli. They get it down to Millsap. From the painted area, won't go down. To DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. DeRozan. Add 2 points to the board.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Jokic. Jamal Murray. He connects off the step back.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now. Nuggets with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray here against LaMarcus Aldridge. To Jokic. Murray to the basket, but it won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
DeRozan with the basketball. His team leads it by 10.
That's me. I got ball. Oh, yeah. It's me and you. Me and you. Hey, clear out. I got this.
Screen coming. Jamal Murray buries it.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To DeRozan. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now whistle. Timeout for Denver. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Martin. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Murray into the front court. His guys down 11. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs came away with the victory in this one, and the defensive intensity made all of them, forcing turnovers and being disruptive on their way to victory. The Nuggets
Just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Second chance points.
The San Antonio Spurs were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level. Here we go with the top plays.
number 2. Number 1.
Jay Williams. This is Jalen Rose signing off.